This is the only beer I have left, and since I usually like to do these things in one take, because I don't know, I just think it's more impressive to do a review in one take. And I do multiple takes, you know? Like, I mean, I don't fucking know. I don't know. Ba 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 ba. I can't remember if I pressed the record button. I did. Hello everybody, welcome to this review of Dragon's Rioting. This harem manga about some this kid that when he gets sexually aroused, you know, he gets a heart attack, you know. If he gets sexually aroused, he'll fucking die. And God, this shit's good. But here's the thing. Here's where the wacky shenanigans start. So because of this, his father takes him up to the mountains to train him, you know, to discipline him in the art of like staying focused and not be distracted by big bouncing titties and some thick thighs and some fucking like but I mean it's like. And so he does, and he becomes a fucking badass. And then he attends this school, which he assumes is an all-boys school, but it's actually an all-girls school that just recently became co-ed. But here's the catch. It's not just any all-girls school, it's a school full of fucking badass women that can fucking kick your ass in seconds, except for the main character's ass, because the main character, as we just stated, is fucking strong as shit. And that's where... And just like wacky shenanigans start. And to be honest, I really like this. I really like this. And the main reason why is because it doesn't feel like any other harem show that I've ever seen. Like, I have dipped my entire body into the harem genre because I was once a horny teenage boy. I forget it. But I'm no longer a horny teenage boy, I think. Since I've seen a lot of harems, you know, I kind of, you know, I judge things by whether or not I've seen it done before, and, you know, if I've seen it done before, does it do anything interesting with that thing I've seen done before? You know, does it do it differently? I forget. You get the point. But... this shit's really good. I really fucking like it. And this is the last one, which kind of makes me... that doesn't fucking matter. I gotta get back on track. But Dragon's Rioting just has like a lot of new ideas. Like, I'm a fan of badass women. I'm a fan of women that can kick your ass. Alright? There's just something sexy about a woman. And I don't know if there's any women with abs. I can't remember. I don't think there is... like the lack of like actual muscle on these female characters kind of a little bit bothers me. But I mean, like, what can you do? The things you love can't be perfect. I don't even think I can possibly give this a score. But I mean, you know, wacky shenanigans increase. You know, the guy accidentally makes a name for himself in the school for being someone who's strong, for, you know, having one of the dragons, which are like the top dogs of the school, you know, calling him master. Basically, Ayane, who's right here. And then you also have characters who are also dragons, such as Kyoko, who is fucking I love, and Rino, who I also love. But the thing is that this manga, I feel like, does take a big dive into shit, you know? It becomes shit. Like, but before that, it was really cool. Like, especially with, like, the dude who every time he got aroused, he turned into, like, this super strong monster. And then, like, when he touches, like, a fucking bare breast, he turns into... He becomes fucking Super Saiyan. And I just thought that was fucking incredible. I'm like, That's so cool. I loved it. Like a lot of ideas that I like that I've never seen before, and it just like to me, this feels like refreshing. It kind of felt like Holy Corpse Rising, where it's like I like this is an interesting little harem. I like it. I'll continue. Like I won't go out and get these because honestly, like having stuff like this on my bookshelf makes it like makes me very self-conscious. Like I don't want to really show people my bookshelf, and if I was, I would definitely get rid of things like Holy Corpse Rising and Dragon's Riding off of it. But I mean, definitely, it's got some great ideas. But again, I mean, I looked up the mangaka, and it seems that the mangaka doesn't have a really big history of like manga, like maybe made doujinshi, but this is the only manga that the mangaka has ever made according to my anime list, and I feel like it kind of shows. Like I don't know if this was weekly, monthly, probably weekly, and I mean, you can't continue to come up with like ideas on the spot and so quickly, especially if you don't have any like prior experience to making manga on a weekly schedule. But I mean, I feel like when it got shit, or when I realized that it was shit now, and no longer fun to read, was definitely around the time of like Ayane's backstory. And like Ayane as a character, I didn't really like from the beginning. But I mean, again, you can't expect things to be perfect. It's just. Let me finish this beer. I didn't want it to get warm. Oh shit. Oh my god, that was so good. But Dragon's Riding, would I give it a score? Definitely a 6 out of 10. Like again, Ayane's backstory, I feel like, is where it gets shit. But other than that, like, for the first couple volumes, definitely a must read, especially if you do enjoy, like, harem shows like I do. And especially, like, oh god, I can't believe I forgot about talking. Listen, the thing is that I also like about this show is that it doesn't have no fucking weak beta male protagonist that just has pussy fall in his lap. He barely, like you have harem protagonists where they barely do shit, they barely earn the pussy, yet it just falls on their fucking lap. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, literally, it is not that easy to get women. However, if you're a fucking built, like fucking clearly like strong alpha male type character, like, and you're also just like a really fucking great guy, like, of course, like, and especially, like, it just doesn't feel like, it falls on the lap. You're at, like, I don't think it was ever stated that Ayane specifically liked or loved our main character. Kyoka definitely, not even Rino. I don't even think you could consider this a harem. Like, but I mean, I just really like it, man. It just feels like nothing I've seen before. It just feels like a unique harem. Man, and honestly, I'd recommend it. If you wanna watch it, go ahead. If only I had more beer. Oh, that's it. Love you. Thank you for watching. Did I ever give it a score? 6 out of 10 or 7? 6. I'll give it a 6. Well, Thank you for watching. I'll see you whenever I feel like it.
Big brother, I want you to give me your big, juicy, thick and drench me